So Beat Dimension is a compilation I started with Jay Scarlett. It's all about beats. We started this thing like 2 years ago. We had the same passion for beats. When we first DJ'd, we noticed that we had the same taste in music. So then just thought of like let's do something with this, and something with the beats we like, and because there was not so much records coming out like that, it was more like a CDR thing. We started also doing like this first vocal thing with O Boogie and remixed by Mo Wesley and Tom Trago, and I don't know if we're gonna do more in the future, but it was like more like a thing we wanted to try out. And yeah, what is Beat Dimension about? It's about our love for music. I think our the passion me and Jay share, and I think a lot of people around us. I started like 1 year ago. I started a club night in Flex Bar, and first I did it once in the 3 months. Now I'm gonna do it monthly, and it's yeah, super nice club night with a lot of guest artists from all over the world. And this weekend we had Heralds of Change, straight up out of Scotland, Ireland, with Hudson Mo, Mike Slot and Dominic.
My name's Mike Slot. I'm from Dublin, Ireland, part of Heralds of Change, the Lucky Me crew, All City Records. I lived in Glasgow for a while, so I got to know the guys. We started making music together, putting on nights together, DJing around Scotland. I'm back in Ireland now, and working mostly, for the most part, with Somo and Hudson, over the internet, back and forth, a lot of stuff. For the most part, the Heralds of Change stuff.
Mm. My name is Dominic Flanagan. I'm a designer. It's my day job. And about 2002, I moved to Glasgow to go to art school from Edinburgh. I'm a Scottish kid, and we started a little hip hop night, a very unpretentious hip hop night. And Hudson Mo used to come and DJ for free. And it was just a sort of a vibes thing, a very small crew thing. The first thing which came out, and it's been the front guard for Lucky Me, has been the Heralds of Change records on All City Records, which is sort of very in keeping with the Beat Dimensions project. That's how we met Yuri. So yeah, and then I'm just along for the ride.
It's in Mohawk from Glasgow. I'm a hip hop producer, I guess. Produced all sorts of different stuff. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
I was just young, very keen, very naive, and used to just go and do all the flyering myself and everything. I used to go into Borders bookshop, and I used to put the flyers in the magazines, of relevant music magazines. Mm-hmm. And then one day he was buying the music magazine, so met him, and Mike was running a radio show at the time, and he took us in for a little session on the radio show, and I guess it just started from there. We started recording tracks, didn't we? Mm-hmm. We entered some competitions together with me MCing on Mike's beats. This must be early 2003, mm-hmm. And then by that time I'm already starting to work with Ross in a group called Surface Empire, who were very much like a Scottish hip hop outfit. We did a lot of support acts and a lot of very straight sort of hip hop music, and then we just started to get very bored of that, so the music sort of moved on naturally. And then, I'm sort of speaking for you, but when I moved away for a while, and it was in that time that I was away, it seemed to be that the Heralds of Change sort of came about between these two. We were already working together.
Yeah, it was probably through your absence, I guess. You were away working.
Yeah. Well, we recorded the Surface Empire record in Mike's bedroom. That's
right.
That's right. So that was already there. It was in place, and we'd already made songs for the Surface Empire records with Mike's beats. So I guess the context was there that when I went away for a couple of months, that's when the Heralds of Change happened.
We had to think about things and decide what we'd like to do. We ended up put a wee beat tape together, which was more. I guess it was sort of semi MC stuff, semi instrumental stuff, which is kind of what the way Heralds of Change has kind of worked out. It's reflected that. So we just we gave it to one of the guys at All City Records in Dublin, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do something."
Anything that Heralds of Change do is very tech, really.
I think so. Yeah.
It's the same equipment that anyone can use, anyone can download.
Yeah, I mean, I used to use an MPC 60 and stuff like that, and a 950 sampler, and all the sort of old school stuff that it's enjoyable to use. It takes a lot of time. So I guess now sort of mix. I enjoy the hands-on idea of making music as well. So a mix of both for the most part. And the way it worked at the start was that we were both in the same city, so it was a case. We lived 5 minutes away from each other, so we were able to just knock back and forth. But I mean, for the majority of the time now, it's been via the internet. So I'll send ideas to him, he'll send ideas to me. I'll say try this, he'll say try that. Back and forth until it's sort of built up. And then if there's vocalists, it's the same sort of process. Or for the last record, for the Secrets record, that was all recorded in Dublin. I think there's about six 12-inches knocking around at the moment.
Do you always produce it together, or?
Yeah.
From a hip-hop place, but it goes without saying that we're inspired by a lot of electronica, electro, a lot of very new hip-hop, a lot of Southern American hip-hop styles, and folk, and the surprising amount of bands that from where we're from. It's not like there's a hip-hop scene. There's hip hop groups, but there's nothing that I want to be associated with. So, all our best gigs were always supports for very, very interesting electronic bands. So there's a big scene from Glasgow. So that undoubtedly makes for lucky me music, I'd say.
Yeah, I try and check quite a lot of stuff. Try and go to quite a wide range of gigs. I'm not massively following any particular scene. It's difficult to see how it's going to develop at the moment. It's just very hit and miss with the gigs we've been doing. Everything's went really well, but just in terms of people's response, it's it's really difficult to gauge how.
Yeah, the context of the show and whether people are really ready for the music.
I think what Ross says is spot on. It's been sort of hit or miss as far as what the reaction has been, but I guess as well it's about our own expectations and whether we we go somewhere and expect it to be, you know, however many people and this incredible night. And you know, if we're able to take a look at what we're doing and we're able to realize that it's the nature of it. You know, it's
difficult music.
It's difficult and it's small, and like you're saying, it's like Yuri's the only guy in Amsterdam who's doing this kind of thing. Then you got to sort of roll with the punches, I guess.
It's just pushing the boundaries a little bit more, and that's the only way it can go, because otherwise it's only going to stagnate. The music in general, I think. It's a hard music for a club context, but then, you know, if it's just beats thing, there's nothing to say you don't introduce other musics into it, and you have live as an element with DJing or something.
I think as far as the Heralds project and where we see that going, that's kind of, I was saying it to Mo just a couple of days ago, but just looking back how it developed over the course of a few records, it's been kind of nice the way it's been a sort of, you've had the side of the vocal music, and you've had the instrumental, and then we've gone full vocal, full instrumental. So I guess it's trying to you know, keep as many fingers in pies as we can.
The whole industry is shaking up, and everyone's terrified, and it's great. You know, as artists, we can just sit and wait, and we'll be fine. We're in our bedrooms making music. You know, it's like, let them sort it out. But I think, in general, there's no middleman now. An artist can deal directly with its customer, and live music's become more important, and I think the whole thing is becoming more direct and more immediate, and I think that can only be a good thing. So much shit happened for us in 2007. I was very, very lucky, you know. So yeah, just keep building on that, I think.
I think it was a good year for the whole scene. It's really came out as a music genre, but it still has no name, I think.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 7-1. There's Lucky Me, which is the crew that we're striking out as a label. So the first release comes in January, and it's Hudson Mo bootlegs. It's like a club record of sort of R&B with our own take on things. So yeah, Lucky Me is becoming more real. Beat Dimensions continues to grow. We'll be touring.
Yeah, much touring as we can do. As many interesting collaborations as we can do with people that are interested in working with us and that we're interested in working with.
Beat Dimensions 2.
Beat Dimensions 2. There's the All City 7x7 series, which is 7 producers from all around Europe, each on their own.
All around the world.
Around the world, is it?
There's Americans on there.
That's
There's
true.
LA on there.
That's true.
The hub for everything that we do is Lucky Me is the crew, and the website is www.thisisluckymE.com, and from there you can link to every release we've done, every remix. There's a free mixtape every month. It's completely free for download. It's an hour long, and that's always going to be the newest beats we make and the newest beats within the scene.
Dimension 2 is we're trying to set a date, but it's not planned yet, but we're already collecting the tracks, and I think it will be there, I hope, in March, April, next one. It would be nice to do once a year a compilation like that. Just promote new artists and artists that are already around, and just let it grow.
Oh,
Jesus.
Team move.
Oh my god.
That will fit in the camera.